timeouts, and the Denver Broncos.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right 80.
First get of the game here to Chase Brown. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So it's going to be 4th and short. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready. Captain.
Nick starting with a pass. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And that's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
You make that call, just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Chased out to his right. That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, to get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid it.
Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Play action now, Burrow. Brought in downfield by Gesicki. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring.
Gun.
And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
On one, ready?
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Brown. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, he goes backwards.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Here we go.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. Gets this to Fant. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal. And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. McPherson's kick is good. And that will get them on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Hold on, son. Get in here.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
2nd and 13. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for Nix. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun handed off to Harvey. His push straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pull ahead 6-3 in the first.
That play really had all the elements you'd showing that he can stretch that field. The route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Bengals 3.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
All right, 80.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. Shot.
Handoff headed left to Brown. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from putting.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Another try following the sack. Catch made by Chase Brown. And will not get any further, but plenty of progress already. That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Brown on the inside give. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
12. Here we go.
From the red zone now. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The extra point cracks off the upright and ricochets through. And the Bengals push their lead to 3. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Now Nix. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Jump off caught by his back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Bron, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Dumps it off to his running back. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Nix from the gun. And I don't think he got to the marker. Looked a little short, and yep, indeed, he's marked short. This is a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right, 80. Stop.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Here we go.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. It's caught, Chase has it. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Let's get set. Left.
Burrow setting the throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half.